So we're going to be putting a deck right here in front of this door. It's going to be 6 feet out and 8 feet wide. I need to dig the piers for that deck.
Here we go.
Yeah. Wow. Hey everybody, this is Bill with Live Simple, Live Free, and I've got to put piers in here to support the deck that's going in here. And now that the weather has broken, I can do that. This is the first really nice day. It's going to be in the upper 70s today. I think it's the first day we've actually broken 70 degrees, and I'm loving it. So I'm going to have to dig these piers. Now, in the past, whenever I've done this, I've always just dug a hole with a post hole digger and then dropped in a sonic tube and filled it with concrete, and that was done. But now, that was a few years ago I used to do that. But now code requires a 2 foot by 2 foot pad for that sonic tube to sit on, which personally I think is absolutely crazy, especially for such a small deck. But that's what's required, so that's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to have to dig a considerably much larger hole than I used to. And unfortunately, this area is so tight that I can't really get Barry's backhoe in here to dig this, so I'm going to have to dig it by hand. Oh, what a drag. I'll just have to see how easy it is to dig. So I need 2 here, and I also need 2 in the back for the back door. Got to get started. It's a very rough measurement. As I start to dig, I can adjust it a little bit. Look, shorts, woohoo! It's about 75 degrees right now. It's going to be high in the mid 70s all week long. I'm absolutely loving it, and I'm going to enjoy it while I can, because next week it's supposed to drop back down to where the high is only in the 50s for at least the next week. Anyway, what beautiful weather. Wow. So look, I've dug a hole 2 feet deep and 2 feet square. It was actually much faster and easier than I expected. It only took me maybe 45 minutes. One thing I enjoy about living here in Virginia as far as construction work is that this hole that I just dug, it's only required to be 2 feet deep for the frost footer, 24 inches. Up in northern Pennsylvania where I used to live, the requirement was 42 inches, almost twice as deep. This seems cute to me. It's only 2 feet deep compared to what I'm used to. One definite advantage of living in Southern Virginia when you do construction work. So now I got 1 hole done, 3 more to go. Inspector is coming tomorrow. Now back here I'm digging a trench because the two posts are only 3 feet apart for this little stoop. Fortunately, this is backfill from the patio, so it's a little bit easier to dig. So now the hole at the back door is done. I have those stakes in there 8 inches deep, so I know when the concrete is 8 inches deep. I got 3 of them in there. So I've already had the rough electrical inspection, and now I have to get ready for the next inspection, electrical inspection. What I need to do is do all the interior wiring inside the box, attach the white wires, attach the ground wires together, and basically get it all ready to just attach the device. So this is going to be a switch. It's a very simple box in here. So I'll show you what I'm doing with this. So I need to attach the 2 ground wires together, and then I also have to have a ground wire that will attach to the bottom of the switch. So here's how I do this. This is actually kind of neat. This is the ground wire nut. It's green for ground and it's got a hole in the end of it. So stick it on like that, twist it on. So now the 2 ground wires are attached inside the wire nut, and it's got this one coming out that I can attach onto the bottom of the switch. Isn't that cool how that works? And then the 2 white wires just pass through the box, so I'm just going to attach the 2 together. And then the 2 black wires just attach right to the switch. Put the switch right there and put 1 on each terminal, and we're all ready to go. So that's actually a fairly simple box there, and I have to go around and do that to every one of the boxes. And then after I get the sheetrock on and all that, all I have to do is just go around and put in the devices, either receptacles or switches. So I just have to go and do that to every box. So now I got the wiring done. I got all the footers dug for the piers. So the inspector is coming out to do those 2 inspections, and I got it done just in time. It's approaching noon and he'll be out here this afternoon. So as soon as he approves everything, then I can start pouring the concrete in these holes. Well, the inspector was just here, and I did pass the electrical inspection and the inspection for the piers for the decks. So that's good news. How bizarre. Look what I found in the middle of Lowe's. Hi guys. Two puppies. Isn't that weird? So I dug most of those holes yesterday, and then I finished it up in a couple hours this morning just in time for the inspector to get there. And then of course everything passed, so I was going to start pouring the concrete this afternoon. But after digging the holes and then going down to Lowe's and moving a dozen 80-pound bags onto that cart and then bringing it out and loading it onto here, and now I'm loading it into here to take it down there to where I need it, I'm just absolutely wiped. I'm too old for this. So I'm going to take the rest of the afternoon probably to move these down around to the back of the house where I'm going to need them. And then, you know, tomorrow's another day. Even though it's the middle of the afternoon, I can't do it anymore. Also, I was going to mix all these by hand in the wheelbarrow, and now that I look at the volume, I realize it's probably way too much. So I talked to Barry about getting his cement mixer here. That's going to make it a lot easier. So it's now the next morning. It's another beautiful day. I got Barry's cement mixer here, and I'm going to go ahead and fill these piers with the concrete. To tell you the truth, I am not looking forward to this. This is just grunt work, lifting those 80-pound bags up into here, but fortunately this is going to make it a lot easier, but it's still a hard job. Not looking forward to doing the job. I'm looking forward to having it done. Once I'm finished this, that's I think the last heavy grunt work project on the entire edition. So here we go. One bag makes almost nothing as far as the volume that I need here. All right, there's the top of the stake right there. So I know I've got 8 inches of concrete here. Yeah, looking good. So now I gotta cut this off just an inch or two above ground. Maybe about there. I'll just zip that around with a utility knife, it'll come right off. Okay, so I'm finished these two for the back deck. Just let those cure and we'll be good to go. When I bought the concrete, I didn't have a clue how much I needed. So I bought a dozen knowing that that would not be enough. This used 10. So I still got 2 more to go up front, so I got to go buy some more concrete, which was what I expected. So I finished up the 2 in the back, and then I went to Lowe's and I got the rest of the concrete that I needed. And by the time I did that and got that back here, I was so exhausted I couldn't even move. I mean, it wasn't just like I'm really tired. It was total muscle fatigue to where my muscles just simply refused to work. I tried to lift one of those bags, I couldn't even lift it. So I figured I was done for the day. But I really wanted to finish this because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and I wanted to have this done before it rains because otherwise this can become just a sloppy mess. So I went in and had lunch and sat down in the recliner for a couple of hours, and then I was surprised to find that I thought maybe I could come back out here and do some more. So I did. I didn't film most of it for 2 reasons. One is because you've already seen it. It's the same as the other one. It would just be duplication. And the other is I'm so exhausted. I'm moving so slowly. I feel like a zombie. But anyway, that one is now finished. This one's almost finished. And I'm very happy to have it done before the rain comes in tomorrow. So I got these for the front deck all finished, and as soon as they set up a little bit more, I'll be able to backfill them. Well, I think I completely outdid myself on this project. I pushed this old body harder than I ever thought possible to get this thing done before the rain starts. It's now the next morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. The rain's supposed to start in about an hour, and I want to get this little bit of backfill done before the rain starts. So I got to push this old body just a little bit further to get this done. Oh, wow. I think I'm going to take the next couple of days off. So thanks for watching. Live simple, live free. See you next time.